the sight in the game, could see the boxing voice.
I mean, I remember a week after the fight, me and my wife took a trip to Vegas, and we would be enjoying ourselves. She had a seminar there, and we would go eat and enjoy ourselves, and out of nowhere, be like, dang, I can't believe they robbed me last week. You know, like, so it hurt, but moving on, getting back in the gym, and then, you know, trying to get back out there, put our name out there. Heyman called us. That was it, you know. Wipe that away to an extent. It's like, let's just move forward.
So when you heard, I don't know if it was Michael Buffer or whether ring announcer was that, like when you heard him reading the scores, you're like, oh, we got this.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Oh yeah, it was apparently, man, obvious. You know, that's what we thought. And when they started celebrating, it was just like, I was so angry, you know, but I'm not gonna go choke a ref or choke a judge, or you know what I'm saying. So I just held it in, you know. Not that I'm used to getting robbed. Nobody should ever get used to that. I'm not. But it's happened before, and I know now, once that decision's made, there's nothing I can do in that ring now. No snapping, no flipping, no cussing, you know, no nothing I can do that would change those papers. But I know we got to protest, we can go through the sanctioning bodies and blah, 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 and go from there. But, you know, that didn't come through, and you just move on, you know, you just keep on going.
Having been so close to a title shot at heavyweight, does that kind of maybe put a little urgency on you that you know you've been at that door, and maybe with an impressive win over Tarver, we could be right there again?
Not really. Really, being a world champion, being a two-time world champion does that. You know, you want to be champion again, period. You know what it is to be a champion, and you want to be it again. You know, that's basically it.
Can you speak on the drug testing protocol that took place for this fight, being that Tarver did have a history of testing positive for a banned substance?
Yeah, we requested it. You know, we would. It should be mandatory for every fight. I have personal views about steroid use in boxing. You know, for me, because we're already men who are to an extent super. You know, we're already men with great athletic abilities, with power. You know, extensive, more power than the average man. So anybody using any type of drug or anything illegal to get more power and to get in the ring to do that, I mean, we see guys die from the average fighter, you know? Now we have guys that are trying to make themselves even more powerful. What happens when the first steroid guy he gets caught using steroids and he kills the next guy in the ring? What happens, you know? Me personally, if I ever fight a guy and he gets busted on steroids, I'm putting a civil suit on him, you know, for attempted murder, you know, assault and battery, you know, that's what that is. That's how serious this is. You know, boxing isn't a game. It's not basketball. It's not football. You know, it's close to hockey. You know, but
it's not on ice.
It's not on ice. I mean, I fought in a slippery ring before in Poland, though, real slippery. But it's so dangerous already, and for these guys to go and soup themselves up even more, anyone, I think that's criminal. So we wanted to test just because this man, you know, he has a history now, you know, and that's what he got busted on. I don't know what he's doing. I hope he isn't, you know, for his sake. But I know for a fact that I fought guys and beat them on steroids before. It's just we got rules for a reason in boxing, you know.
Just to clarify, you guys like the solid testing, like it's documented that PBC fighters will have to go through.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do these tests. We didn't do them through the camps this time, but we're gonna do them before and after the fight, you know. But next time, most definitely, you know, we just been running rampant, you know, with small things. I mean, with other things, but it is what it is. Like I said, I've fought guys on steroids before, beat them. Know that for a fact. I'm not saying any names, you know what I mean, but boxing is a small community. Everybody talks. Training camps, everybody trading stories, you know. Then it's like, oh yeah, wow, him, oh them, they do. So, you know, we know steroid use is rampant in boxing. A lot of people know. Everybody should know. Guys is out here killing their wives for a $200,000 life insurance. You don't think somebody's going to cheat for a possible shot at a heavyweight world title, you know? So